Greetings, I'm Dev the developer. Before we write a line of code, I want to answer some basic questions. What is C#? What is .NET? And why are we even using them? This is the video where we will answer those questions. Let's get to it. To start with, a computer does not understand English, or Spanish, or French, or any other human language for that matter. It doesn't understand instructions the way you and I give them to each other. At the lowest level, a computer only understands electrical signals, on or off, 1 or 0. Programming languages are the bridge. They let us write instructions in something that resembles logic. It is readable, structured, and editable. This is the code that we write. The code is for humans. Then a piece of software called a compiler translates that into something the computer can actually execute. Every programming language has a set of trade-offs. Some are designed for raw speed, some are designed to be easy to learn, and some are designed to catch mistakes early before your program runs, not after. C# is designed to be useful across all three. It's fast enough for professional applications, it's readable enough for a first course, and it catches a large class of programming errors at compile time before you ever even press run. C# is what's called a general purpose language. There isn't one narrow domain it belongs to. It shows up across a lot of different types of software. It creates desktop applications such as Windows tools, utilities, and productivity software. It can also be used to build web services, which are the back-end code that powers websites and infrastructure for mobile applications. Unity, probably the most widely used game engine in the world, runs on C#. You can even use it to build mobile applications. In fact, at the end of this course, we will use .NET MAUI to create a single C# codebase that can run on Android, iOS, and Windows. That breadth is one of the reasons it's worth learning. The skills you build here carry into a lot of different directions. You write C# code, but C# alone isn't enough to run it. The language needs a platform, something that executes the code, manages memory, and gives you access to the tools you will use constantly, such as reading files, working with text, and storing collections of data. That platform is .NET. You really don't need to understand how .NET works on the inside to use it. What matters is what it gives you. There's the runtime, the piece that actually runs your program and handles memory for you automatically. There's an SDK, which is the tooling that includes the compiler and everything you need to build and run projects. There's also the base class library, which consists of thousands of built-in capabilities that come standard, such as math, text manipulation, file I/O, and data structures. And then there's NuGet. That's a package manager that lets you bring in libraries other developers have built. In this course, we're using .NET 10, which is the current long-term support release. It's automatically included with Visual Studio 2026. You don't need to install it separately, it's already there. I know that list of pieces, the runtime, the SDK, the BCL, and NuGet, might look like a lot to understand before you've even written a single line of code. I want to be direct about that. Most of it is actually invisible while you're working. You don't need to configure the runtime. You don't have to think about the compiler on most days. What you actually do is write code, press run, and just see what happens. The complexity is real, but it lives in the background. You'll be introduced to each part of this naturally when you need it, in a way that hopefully makes sense. What you need right now is small. We just write code, run it, and observe the results. That's really the whole loop. Everything else is just details. The best way to make all of this concrete is just to open up Visual Studio and start, which is exactly what we're going to do in the next video. When you get there, don't just watch it, do it.